shit, man. We gotta take it easy a little bit here, because I think if you continue to attack Uesugi, you'll just get pushed out with night raids. So we'll do this, and it's an Isoroku like personality scene. Oh, that's what I could call him, personality sequence or something like that. Isn't that clever? Damn. Okay. This is one of Isoroku's personality sequences, and she's trying to find a husband, her own husbando, so she can have a Japanese son and make her family good, or have a family. I guess she doesn't really have one. But Rance gets all jealous and he sabotages a bunch of shit. I think all these little sequences are required to trigger her route. So, you have to go through this before you get to another part in the game, should you attempt to go on Isoroku's character route. And there she is there, without her armor on, because she's not fighting, she's just taking it easy, interviewing some men, you know? See which one she wants to be in her wedding with her. Who she wants to marry, that's what she's doing. So, yeah. And I think she has a couple more sequences after this. She also has one that occurs randomly. Oh, this is important. Currently, in the game, I might have to do this scene with Isoroku, but after it's completed, in the game I will have her waiting to deliver to me 2 archers that she believes are skilled. I won't use either of them, and if I get them, I'll keep them because they have like negotiation skills and whatever. But she gives you those, and they're okay at the beginning of the game, but they're not now at all. Because their troop sizes don't scale with where you're at. A friend of mine told me that they are capable of learning Yamamoto's sweeping fire, which I thought was unique to Yamamoto, which would make sense, but I haven't tested it myself, so I'm not positive about that. Also in the game right now, I have a couple other commanders just waiting to join my army. The reinforcements apply to that. I received Layla already. What's the other one? I know there's another. I can't think of it right now. It'll come up later. But a lot of times things will just wait. They'll just gather around and wait till you have enough national power, and then they just join your army. They just spring into you. And, oh yeah, it's Maria's other cannon unit, Kasumi, I believe. And she's not as good as Maria, obviously, and I don't want her in my army because she's just going to waste my national power. But she'll come with, and then she's a cannon unit, and I can't bring myself to get rid of her. So there's that. But here's Notori. I'm finally recruiting her. Holy shit. It took me long enough, but there you go. Won't see her in action until, you know, another turn goes. And I may not even have to use her against Uesugi because they're about to become so not threatening at all. I'll definitely have her against Hojo though. Oh, no doubt about that. And yeah, so this is how she joins the army. She also demands that she get to continue doing shit at the Miko Institute as its leader, which is kind of a good thing, even though Rance doesn't even realize what she's doing there. None of them do. Though, I think she explains it. If you talk to her a bit, she explains it. So, and this is how many of the commanders from your prison who are important will join, especially all of the female ones. Rance will go and speak to them and have them enter like so. I've recruited so few people from my prison, it's kind of bad on my part. I mean, I'm on what, turn 37, 38 or something? I'm quite a ways in. Oh, 36, alright, sure. And I'm not gonna release those people. Check my items. So good, I don't even have anything in there. Alright. Then we will do one more thing. Let's see. Visit Hanoji. I haven't done that at all. I'm pretty bad. Oh, we'll go visit Maria. We'll visit Maria. Because I don't... the visit Hanoji on the map, there are a couple sequences to that. The first time that you do it, you're given a draft paper. And it gives 100 troops to any unit you give it to, you feed it to. They eat the draft paper and they grow 100 units. And I skipped those because I'm still kind of in a hurry. I just can't really rush anything right now. I have to wait. So I'm doing this. And the stuff at Hanoji isn't really important. It just kind of makes Rance look stupid for not realizing there's a huge crisis going on there. And then the second time you go, you get good medicine. And the third time you go, Shikaboo has to be there, and then you can touch her boobs and nothing really happens. So that's just how that goes. It's mostly pointless, but it adds a little bit of flavor if you want to know what's happening. So, I mean, it's not required at all. Neither are these things that I'm doing here, but I would like to. Maria, the next time, her next character sequence, the next time that I speak to her, I'll get satisfaction bonus, I believe. And her scene is so boring. Oh. Well, she has 2 scenes. But you have to recruit Tanegashima to get the second one. And it's not with him, it's not with the block guy, it's still with Rance, but you have to recruit him to get it. For various reasons. So, yeah. Maria's talking a little bit about what happened, and Shizuka, she mentioned Shizuka, and she is a unit you can recruit in second playthroughs, only if Maria is in your army. And she's a mage, so there are 3 mages in the game that you can get. One of them is Shizuka, that she just spoke about. One of them is Rizna, or Lizna, I think is actually what it is in Japan. And magic. And they're all good. So, that's whatever. 2 of them are reinforcements from Zeth, the other one is just kind of handed to you once you get Maria. And you have to select that bonus when you start a new game. There's a list of bonuses that you can choose from based on your total points after completing each game. And those bonuses can completely break the game, and it's a lot less fun to me if you use them, but they're there. And here, Rance is receiving a sex ticket for Kento from Maria. I don't think Maria and Kento are very good friends. Or I don't know if she even read the letter. Maria did. But Rance now has permission to have sex with Kanami, Kento Kanami. He got the permission from Kento's queen, I believe. So Kento just doesn't have a choice, and I like Kento. Her underwear looks silly. You won't... Oh no, I think you might be able to see that. It's not explicit at first. Oh god. Oh, there we go. Tulip rapid fire, 2 times damage. Gotta get that. You gotta get that. So good. Hojo still hasn't really attacked me. They will have a couple story sequences coming up, Hojo will here, in the coming turns. They're all important. I don't remember which this is, but it may be one of the longer ones. If Son goes to fight an ogre at a temple here, then it's a long one, but it's an important one, and I don't see how the developers could have broken it into 2 pieces, really. Apparently, a bunch of the ogres wandering around are well known. They have names. They just shout out their names when they're fucking people up. I'm Umikawa. Okay. Now they all know him by name. I don't know how this works. But, whatever. And Son has to go and deal with it, even though he is exhausted, you know. So he's just gotta do his job. He needs someone's help to get up and get going, but he insists on doing something like this. How ridiculous. So that's what they're going to do. And someone goes and tells Ran, and Ran comes to help. This is a long scene. It really is. Tenshi sect branch. What the fuck? Oh, I guess the Tenshi sect has... Yeah, that would make sense. They just have temples set up in all of the other places. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's where this ogre is at, for one reason or another. I mean, I can't imagine what the ogres would want. I mean, what are they trying to get? It mentions later on, and actually it's in Ran's route, that ogres have to mate with human women. There are no female ogres, which is silly. But I mean, this guy's just fucking up some temple. He's not even doing anything. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm misjudging their intelligence. Maybe they are just stupid. Really stupid. And Son's trademark warriors are these paper women. And that's all that he uses, I believe, to fight with. Well, with the Shikigami anyway. And as a diviner, all he uses are the Shikigami, though. Oh, wow. I could explain this as well. There are 3 different endings to Hojo. And I figure I may as well explain it. But There are 3 different endings to Houjou. I'll explain one. If you conquer Houjou when Son is there but you have Ran in your prison, he will fight Rance with a sword. And he's capable of defeating Rance with it. He's skilled with a sword. He just doesn't use it for fighting because he's a diviner. He is capable of wielding a blade though. And I appreciate that they put that in the game. You should see one of the endings, which is the least interesting one. You will see me do the least interesting ending for Houjou possible. And then the third one takes place when you conquer Houjou and Son and Ran are both in the final battle together. And that's the most depressing one of them all. Well, obviously, you get neither of them if you fight both of them there. And Son is all weak. Back to the scene here, and Ran is trying to help. And this is where Ran actually triggers a part of the game where you don't want to fight her in combat. Fighting her means you pretty much lose if the NPC really wants to do a cruel thing. She basically gets the ability to one-shot your entire army that you deploy against her. And it only lasts for a couple of turns, but I found out the hard way that you can't really deal with it. You gotta just avoid her until it's gone. So, you'll see what I'm talking about. I won't have her do it to me, but based on what she summons here, it's just amazingly powerful, and she becomes, if you were to wield her in that form, the best unit in the game. But, I mean, it would be just boring and stupid to do that. And currently the apostle inside her is speaking to her. And she releases her Shikigami, which don't actually play a part in what she's doing, so I don't know why. Unless they're used to summon him, I guess. I hadn't thought about that. But I always thought when she was using the Shikigami, she was using them to create more paper monsters. Maybe they don't even fight with paper monsters all the time. I don't fucking know. I don't know how these things work. I mean, I've never met a diviner in real life, so who knows? And there's the apostle in his animal form, the firebird. It doesn't really look that intimidating, but that ogre knows who he is, and that ogre knows he's fucked. So that's how that goes. And I explained it poorly because you hadn't probably seen it, but Ran will summon that when you're fighting her in troop battles, and it just one-shots all of your units. You gotta just avoid her. I don't even think she has a preparation time on it. It just happens. She doesn't have to use it, but she can, and it'll start happening now. If I were to fight Houjou and Ran was there, she might do that to me. Fuck that. And eventually she'll just stop. So she does this, and everyone's happy because Ran is so powerful and so strong. Great job, Ran. And she summons it again just for the hell of it, but it has some very sad and scary effects on her. We'll see more of that unfold in future parts. It may happen really, really quickly here. I don't remember how quickly they throw this information at you. But it's all important, at least if you care about Ran and Son. If you don't like these people, then this information is boring. But I really, really like Houjou, so when I was first finding all this stuff out, I was very happy. I liked it a lot. And all of this plays a central role in, well, up to her route, I guess. In Ran's route, it's the only route where Xavier doesn't really have as big a presence in the endgame. Actually, he has no presence in the endgame in Ran's route at all. So, her route's totally different than Isoroku's and Kenshin's, and the true route. At least after the halfway point, which we're coming up to here. Probably before part 50, I would guarantee it. Maybe not 40, not before 40 though. And I think Ran is actually more powerful than Son when she has that skill. But it's not really Ran, you know? Oh god, it's like that argument, do guns or people kill people because she's summoning something? Does that kill people or does Ran kill people? Oh well. I'm not gonna argue that with myself. No way in hell. Oh my god, and it was Sugi. And it's a night raid. Skip that. Turn this off or it'll fuck me. I don't want that to happen. And Ryoma is thinking. Ryoma thinks a lot.